Queensland Museum is Queensland's flagship natural history museum located in central Brisbane on the riverfront in Southbank. Its vast displays and exhibits are dedicated to the fauna of Queensland's lands and waters, try saying that 10 times faster, as well as cultural heritage, science and human achievements. It's worth noting that Queensland is one of the most biologically diverse places on Earth, and the museum does its best to display this through its many exhibits. The museum was originally founded in the 1860s by the Queensland Philosophical Society and would be temporarily housed in several notable buildings over the coming century, including Brisbane's Old Windmill, Parliament House, the General Post Office and the State Library. In 1899, the museum was moved into Brisbane's Exhibition Hall, a building that funnily enough somewhat resembles the big museums of London. It would remain an exhibition hall for the next 86 years. Finally, in the 1980s, Queensland Museum moved into Queensland Cultural Centre at Brisbane's Southbank, just opposite Queensland Art Gallery, where it sits today. In the 1970s, the museum began the repatriation of ancestral objects and human remains it had kept in its possession, and returned them to the indigenous population of Australia. Although the repatriation is still ongoing 50 years later, the museum still holds the remains of over 600 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in a sealed room inaccessible to the public. That room is actually called the Secret Sacred Room, and I hope their remains can be handled and returned with the dignity they deserve. Today, the museum holds over 15 million items, with permanent exhibits including dinosaurs and prehistoric reptiles, the interactive spark lab, land insects, butterflies and moths, the arid outback, reptiles, birds, land mammals, frogs, bugs and beetles, crustaceans, minerals and crystals, shells, fish, and the list goes on. The museum is also hosting temporary exhibitions, the exhibition now being the Jurassic Park Lego experience. You'll have to book online and buy tickets in advance for this though. While Queensland Museum in Brisbane acts as the main base for the museum, there is actually a small network of the museums throughout the state, which you can find in Ipswich, Toowoomba and Townsville. As well as Queensland Museum at Southbank, you also have Queensland Art Gallery, the Lyric Theatre, the Concert Hall, the Playhouse and the Cremone Theatre. You also have the Museum of Modern Art, Queensland State Library, Brisbane's Convention Centre, Brisbane's Ferris Wheel and Brisbane's Streets Beach. If you want to grab a refreshment, the museum also has a cafe. The museum is also fully catered to those with reduced mobility, those who require sensory enhancement, and service animals are of course welcome. Entry to permanent exhibitions is free to everyone, and you don't need to book any slots online in advance, meaning you can just show up whenever you wish. If you want to visit Brisbane's Queensland Museum, it's open every day Monday to Sunday from 9:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. The museum's advised quiet times are between 2 and 4 p.m, and February is the quietest month. The easiest way to get there is by public transport. The closest train station is South Brisbane, closest ferry terminal is Southbank, and the closest bus hub interchange is Cultural Station, right next to it. The new Brisbane Metro line is also passing through here when complete. On a personal note, please take a moment to like, subscribe, comment and share this video if you're enjoying my content. Your support really does mean a lot for me as I continue to try and build this channel and get more pins on the map. By the way, speaking of maps, head to bit.ly/RedHeadTravel to see videos by location. Zoom into any locations where you see a redhead and tap the redhead to see that video. And if you'd like to support me a little bit more, you can also support me at Patreon, buy me a coffee and follow me on other socials. Once again, thanks a million everyone. Happy 2024 and ciao for now.